What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy TeKRaJ, and I'm back with another video. Now, it's gonna be a little different today because we're gonna be talking about rookie premier cards. And I know I'm a little late to the party here, but I wanted to give it some time to see what you guys say and to see how things played out. Now, I really like this program because if you've ever played NBA 2K's My Team feature, you know that they have current cards, which are kind of like our base cards, and then they have dynamic rating cards, which is basically cards that are released and their rating changes throughout the year. So a card could get progressively worse depending on how they play in real life, or better throughout the season. Now they're introducing this pretty much only with certain rookie players. Now I wish they would actually do this with every card, but hey, you know what? I can't make a multi-billion-dollar franchise, so what can I say? Anyway, this video is going to be more about my thought process on a lot of these cards, as well as my choice. Now, of course, because of the MUT Rewards thing, I am legendary. I get 2 free MUT Rewards packs, so that's what we get in. Now, opening up, guys, these cards like this are the ones that are worth the most. And of course, a lot of you guys already know that kind of stuff, but ooh, some nice little cards here. Now, my Xbox squad, if you look at my overall, doesn't have anything on it, and that's specifically because I pretty much just sold all my cards so that I can do one of these sets. Now, the thing about these sets also, guys, is that they're super freaking expensive. Like, some of them are going to be a lot cheaper, but then there's a lot of them that are, the price is just going to go pretty much through the roof. And I mean, I get it, but some of these also, in my opinion, are kind of worthless, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Now, the reason why these sets are so expensive, guys, is because this is actually going to give you that actual dynamic edition player in MUT 17. So, of course, that means that you will get Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Ezekiel Elliott, all of those players you would actually get in MUT 17. So you may be thinking, like, what makes these cards so expensive? Well, let's talk about that. Now, what it actually requires is 15 of the actual rookie premier collectible for that player. You guys saw that I pulled a couple of them. And then if you go down here, you'll have to get 2 of any of the elite players that you actually get as far as a rookie premier goes, and then a certain amount of the gold version of those players. So the gold version of the players usually don't go for too much. We'll open it up here in a little bit. As you can see, for Ezekiel Elliott, for example, they're going for about like 4,000, like 4,000 coins. And then if you actually go and look for any of the elite ones, these can go anywhere from 30 to 40,000. Now, the most expensive ones are the collectibles like these. Now, I pulled them in one of my pack openings on the PS4, but look how much each one of these collectibles go for. So in order for me to complete this set, I'm going to have to buy 15 of these for Ezekiel Elliott. Now, as far as who I should get, guys, I'm going to cut right to the chase. The top option that people said was Ezekiel Elliott. You got a pretty good running back coming out of college. It's going to be running behind probably the best offensive line in the NFL. Not just that, but if you've looked at any of the MUT 17 or just Madden 17 videos, the new run game mechanics, I think, are going to end up being very cheesy. So the better a player is at running the ball, the more overpowered they are. So chances are Ezekiel Elliott's going to do pretty well, and that's going to make his card pretty good. The reason I don't believe in a Jared Goff or a Carson Wentz, even though a lot of people offer that, not to mention Carson Wentz just got a hairline fracture today, but Carson Wentz isn't even really the starter right now. It's Sam Bradford, so I'm not going to do that Carson Wentz card, even though I like their NFL draft card. As far as Jared Goff, the starting quarterback in LA right now is actually Case Keenum. Now, we all know if you draft a quarterback #1 overall, he's going to end up being the starter, but we don't know when actually that is. And you talk about somebody who's in the NFC West, so that means he's going to have to be going up against the Cardinals defense twice a year, the Seahawks defense twice a year, and the 49ers. Yes, you can think what you want about the 49ers, but that's a pretty hard schedule for a rookie quarterback. Especially for a card that's going to be based on whether he does well in real life. I don't really want it. Now with Derrick Henry's going to be splitting carries in the backfield along with DeMarco Murray. You couple that with the fact that the Titans' offensive line isn't very good at all. No thanks. Now for Corey Coleman, what I've heard from Corey Coleman is that he's actually going to probably end up being the #1 or #2 receiver in Cleveland. But That's what I heard in some reports, but to be honest with you, Josh Gordon coming back probably in week 4, and if you saw that preseason game, I didn't see a lot going there. Plus, I don't really trust RG3 like that. Now, as far as Braxton Miller, guys, Braxton Miller has 1 full season at wide receiver under his belt. Now, he is a very explosive talent, but I don't feel pretty good about him. Now, Laquan Treadwell is somebody who I am very excited about, but the thing about Laquan Treadwell is that there's some other pretty good receivers in that passing game. I also think that regardless, the Vikings receiving core is probably not going to see a lot of touches because that's still a run-heavy offense regardless of what anybody may think. So he's not someone I'm going to spend all his money on. Now with Hunter Henry, I think he was drafted because they're looking for that next big tight end, especially after Antonio Gates departs from the team. A tight end is always a quarterback's best friend, and I like his chances with Phillip Rivers, but I don't think I want to invest that much in a tight end, especially when I'm already going to have Gronk, so no thank you. Guys, with Ronnie Stanley and Laramie Tunsil, I gotta be honest with you, like, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a tackle or any other offensive lineman for that matter, when I think I can get some pretty good offensive linemen regardless of where I'm looking at. Now, as we go on, guys, I'm looking here and I see left end. I also see Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa isn't even signed, and there's good chance that he may not even play this season because he still hasn't signed a contract. I may be wrong on that. Let me know in the comment section below. And as far as ends haven't ever been like a big deal for me. Now, defensive tackles are pretty good, but I don't know. What I want from here is somebody who's actually going to be a game changer. So it has to be somebody that I'm either going to be using on a regular basis, or it has to be somebody that's going to be a game changer on offense. Now, a left outside linebacker may be a good option, but I got to tell you who I think I'm going to go for as I look through everything. Jalen Ramsey's a good option. Jalen Ramsey's also somebody that you guys really thought that I should be getting. So let me tell you what my 2 options are. And I think it's going to be Darren Lee, and moving up over here, Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I think I have enough coins to actually complete that set. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do the Ezekiel Elliott set first. Then I'll go to Darren Lee. If I can do both of those, I'm going to have a pretty good running back going into month 17 and a beast user linebacker that I can get as well. Alright, so I was able to buy all the collectibles for the Ezekiel Elliott set for roughly like 2.5 million. Which, I know it's a lot, but hey, gamble's a gamble, right? No risk, no reward. Let's put the stuff right inside the collection. So there you have it, guys. After you actually do that whole set, you end up getting this 97 overall Ezekiel Elliott card. That's alright card. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. The stats are pretty nice looking, especially if you're a Cowboy fan, you're gonna love it. Now, I love Ezekiel Elliott's just all around like draft card. The first NFL draft card that came out, that was an absolute beast card. So that was a pretty good one right there. And of course, you get a loyalty badge, which you're getting from everything. Now, I heard there's actually a cap on the amount of loyalty badges that you can transfer over. I think it's 10. So you have to take that into consideration. So there you have it, guys. I will complete that Darren Lee set, but I'm going to wait until more actually get up on the auction block. There's also another thing that's very, very important. Make sure you actually go out and do some of those solo challenges. I know that for a lot of you guys, that's a lot of coins for you to spend, but what are you really doing with your MUT team right now? But go into the weekly solos and actually do all of the rookie premier ones. You're going to get certain collectibles in that, and you're even going to get a lot of coins from it too. So it's always worth it to do it. You'll get something out of that which will help you out. Maybe you'll get a collectible from something that you don't want, but otherwise it's actually something to do with your team, especially if you're going to be able to play MUT and Madden on Thursday. You don't have any use for it. So I think that's a cool thing to do. But anyway, guys, let me know what set you actually did and how much you did it for, and what you guys think about MUT 17 in general. Let me know that in the comment section below. Go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you're new, but most importantly, take care of yourself.